Having been to quite a lot of Ignites in the past, I know that it's just one of those really great nights where there's a really feel-good factor and you learn loads of stuff.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ignite Liverpool 13. Unlucky for some, but not for us.
Hi, my name's Zarino. Liverpool's pretty awesome, right? We've got like giant puppets and we've got awesome architecture, but I think we could be more awesome, to be honest. Fingers crossed, got enough funding for the first 1 or 2 ideas. I will find that woman later and get the details of it. And it would be brilliant if you could all help out. Thank you.
Hey, so I'm Garen Parry. I'm a lecturer in plant science and genetics at the University of Liverpool. So why would we do GM technology? Well, first of all, resistance to diseases like virus and fungal diseases, increased water usage. We're going to have a lack of water. And thank you very much.
Hey guys, to everyone. Tonight I'm going to be speaking about how to develop your mental health. But first, a quick question. How many people here have ever woken up and said to themselves, I really don't want to go to work?
Really, I'm now in a position, I really want to get the stuff out that I'm doing out to other people, raise people's awareness around it. And if possible, if there's people out there that do need a bit of help, and they know that there's an opportunity or there's an alternative that they can take.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Overall, yeah, I've been okay now.
The 17th century, so it's nothing to do with alien at all. But it basically means they're pure. Right, now we hit up to the Renaissance. This is Cecilia Gonzaga, who didn't get married or have sex with anyone because her dad said that she had to get married to someone, so she became a nun. We're doing this again in April with lots more time. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, so I'm Michael Marsh, I'm from the Merseyside Skeptic Society. I write and I lecture about the role of PR, and that's their business model. It's probably the second time you'll hear the word prostitute tonight. But I think the thing I was most nervous about was getting it done in time, because I've given a couple of lectures based on this, and this was an excerpt from a lecture that I've given at universities and things. So I was a little nervous, but I knew what I was talking about, so that's kind of a rarity for me.
I think the talk went quite well. It's very hard to judge when you're on stage. You can't quite hear and you can't quite see. I went to the Liverpool Beer Festival last week, and it turns out they had lots of Staffordshire beers there. It flowed well, and it seemed to go well, and people have been very nice afterwards. So why not try Staffordshire beer? Why not? You've got nothing else to lose.
But the subject of my talk is this guy, Linus Pauling. One of the most important scientists of the 20th century. So that's a very, very brief overview of his scientific achievements. Thank you very much.
My talk's going to be about storm surge. I'd been to some Ignite events before and I'd seen my friends and some other people do it and give really interesting talks, and I thought, oh, I'd like to be brave and sort of talk about something that I'm really passionate about and really interested in, and I'm very glad I did do it.
So I realise there's a lot of smart people in the room, so they probably understand what gamification is. I think in general I got most of the points across, which is a little bit difficult during an Ignite talk because you have so much limited time.
To be charismatic, one has to be an extrovert.
When you've only got 5 minutes, you need to choose something that you really feel very passionate about.
Charisma comes from enlightenment of ourselves and how we impact on other people around us.
Everyone should know about amazing, and it's from the north of England, Stafford beer.
So our story begins, it's 1970.
Salvador Allende is elected president of Chile.
Making poetry and meditating and all sorts of things like that. This is more of the house that he lived in. So Stafford Beer, wizard of our time, cybernetician before the internet,
and creator of techno.
We'd love to hear from new speakers, old speakers. Tell all your friends to come along to the next one. Hopefully you've had a good time.
It looks kind of daunting, but bear in mind that all the other speakers are in the same boat.
Your speech isn't very long, and everyone in the audience is friendly and wants to help you. Everyone wants to hear you. You can't really do wrong.
Practice, 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 and enjoy it. It's all about enjoying it. And even if you make any mistakes, it really doesn't matter because it's just about having fun at the end of the day.